Something that's new is almost always going to have an element of excitement to it. Excitement and new experiences are something that humans crave. I started with the Suzuki method when I was 4. About when I was 7 or 8, I got a hold of some recordings of my dad playing guitar with another fiddler. Just started listening to those tapes over and over again, trying to match what I heard to what was being played on the tape. The first time I can remember actually feeling like I was making music, I think I was like 9 or 10. I was playing competition fiddling at contests, in particular waltzes, which I think can be very expressive and can say a lot. And that's one thing that I found, like, as I tried to be more musical with it and say something as I was playing, I noticed it grabbed an audience's attention and ear far more than if I just played the notes. And from there, just kind of exploded onto realizing that there's all these different styles of fiddling, which then expanded into all sorts of other genres from swing, jazz-centric styles, world folk music. I guess you could call it rock. Performing in a band setting is something that's definitely been a focus of mine the last decade. Rhythm, yeah. I mean, you can definitely, I would say you can have rhythm without groove. Groove is one of those things that's very, I would say, hard to describe. I mean, I guess I haven't looked up to see if there's a Wikipedia on groove, but I would even imagine even if there is, it is, even reading the words, I think it's hard to get a sense, because groove is something that I would say that you feel. Trying to figure out groove growing up was difficult, especially coming from the classical school. I do believe that there is groove found in many types of classical music. Bach is actually probably one of the prime examples of what I would say you can incorporate groove, just since a lot of those are dance forms, and dance has to have rhythm, it has to have feel. Oh, they have it. There's an entry. Groove is feel. I mean, it's interesting that they're just associating with swing and jazz, but I think groove exists in almost any genre. Groove, in its basic sense, does come down to rhythm, and rhythm is it's primal. It's probably what we grabbed onto as early primates. Groove, in the sense of like different genres, is the way that it makes you feel, but also kind of the emphasis of beats within rhythmic sense. Some people will say like, oh, you need to have accents on certain beats, or it needs to have syncopation, but that to me doesn't quite even incorporate what groove is or how it should feel like. Learning these different styles is, I mean, you can play the notes and you can even play it with the correct rhythm, but it's not gonna feel. So a lot of these pulsations, like within the fluctuations and like, I don't know if you could call it like microdynamics within the rhythm, have to be very subtle. It's hard to know what to say about the current state of the industry, because I mean, I don't want to be completely down on it. Notice how, like, I mean, every fucking content creator will, at the end of the video or at the start of the video, they'll say like and subscribe and then let me know what you think, and which is obviously they just want more interaction with that post, which I'm sure drives the placements, and you just have to do if you want that engagement. And it's become even more social media driven and focused. In its current sense, I think that is the industry. Music, in the way that I view it or incorporate it, I would say spans hundreds of years. I think it's a little bit narrow-minded to focus on just be the limited scope of what's popular. Popular music in its current form is essentially boxed in to very general masses, which appeals to a lot, but I don't know how much you can say in that constricted format. If it's too challenging, I feel like that sometimes can push away from mass adoption. But if it's not challenging, I don't know how much it's really pushing creativity or the art form. Maybe that is the biggest kind of weakness in the way the industry packages music, is they trying to maybe associate too closely to what already exists and what they know might sell, whereas something that's more unique might be harder for that to be grasped by the way the industry operates. Newness and creativity should have a hand in kind of maybe allowing people to explore ideas or views that they maybe wouldn't have gotten there with what's been done in the mainstream. The end goal of creativity, expression of art form, and being able to craft something new that says something. Creativity needs to have a canvas where it kind of can expand and not really be held in by boundaries or kind of what's expected. I think storytelling is kind of driving the most engagement with what sort of it sounds silly, but what sort of journey is it going on? My character in the story will be stated by violin or fiddle, I guess. This character should have their own kind of unique voice, the sort of sound that will demonstrate the feelings that they have going on in their life. I'll have elements of my own sound that will be integrated, but I mean, that's anytime you create something, I feel like you're including part of yourself in that creation. This collaboration, there is the chance to bring these different experiences to the table in order to craft something that is new.